Hey Logan, what's up?
What
the hell are you doing?
I was setting your patterning. You said you wanted to do some patterns.
I was talking about guns.
Oh.
You brought some, right?
I always got guns.
Alright, let's go check them out.
Got the wrong sticks here anyway. Yeah, let's go shoot. Manny, what'd you bring out here to the range today?
I got a M48 Zastava from Yugoslavia. It's an actually it's an M48A.
Okay.
They started making them, but they needed to produce them faster, so they started taking the M48s and adding milled parts to them. And one way to find out, well, mine's stamped M48A, but another way too, if you look on the trigger guard, there's a rib here. The M48s do not, it's a smooth trigger guard, but here you can see the rib.
Gotcha.
So that's one of the giveaways. We're going to be shooting it at 50 yards, patterning it.
Okay.
And see how it shoots with iron sights at 50.
Still got a nice metal butt plate on it from the factory. Yep. I like it. Nice clean stock, no blemishes. Thing was brand new basically.
Yeah.
Sweet.
They also make a M48BO rifle, but it was just for export only, so it's not going to have your original stamps or anything from the manufacturer.
Okay. What's your sight set at? They zero at 300 or 200?
200.
200
goes up to 2,000.
Okay. Wow. 200 to 2,000. I don't think we got 2,000 yards around here to shoot.
No.
All right. Think it's going to be very accurate at 50 yards?
Oh yeah, I think so.
Sweet.
What'd you bring?
Oh, I'm always ready. Got my little Raven Arms 25.
I thought you were patterning rifles.
Maybe I should stick with something more with a barrel, shouldn't I? Well, I think I might have something sitting around.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Just finding something, you know, kicking around.
So what do we got?
Well, this is an old Winchester, model 1917. It's been sporterized, so obviously it should have looked like your Yugoslavian Mauser, but unfortunately they got rid of the original stock. But this is actually a somewhat decent rifle stock they put on here. It's kind of got a little bit of free floating in the barrel. You slide the dollar bill pretty far up it, you know, but I don't think it was that good of a job. I'm hoping it's still pretty accurate, at least at 50 yards. The original owner put a different style bead sight on the front, and the original one I believe would have had a shield on it. I can't remember exactly. And then on the back they'd have had a shield on it too, with a different style of peep sight, one that would flip up. But they shaved it down, put this style peep sight on it, and even got a newer, around World War II era remanufactured bolt. This one's actually made by Kiefer. And I think they were trying to do the whole cock on open thing to it, because when I first got the gun from auction, you barely test the bolt and the gun would go off. So I had to fix that.
Okay.
That was a little sketchy, but still seems like it'd be a good shooting rifle. Checked it out. I'm hoping in patterns. I think I might have to adjust that peep sight a little bit to make sure it's gonna be on paper at 50 yards, but I'm sure I can get it good enough for a pattern.
Yeah.
Got a couple different types of ammo, a couple different grain weights of some Federals, so we'll see how it does.
Alright, let's get shooting. I'm sitting here with the Zastava. Shooting a PPU 8mm Mauser, full metal jacket boat tail, 198 grain, 50 yards. So we're going to see how it patterns. This is our first time using a lead sled, so we're going to see how stable it is, how good it works, and hopefully we get some good results. The lead sled is a Caldwell. It's cheap. We don't have a lot of money on this channel.
No.
Doing 4-round groups, correct?
Yep, 4-round groups, 50 yards. And do not forget your earbuds.
Got me again.
Safety first, folks.
Now, see, it's going to slide out every time. Wow.
All right.
4 rounds.
Alright, so lesson learned. Never shoot without your glasses on. Thought I had the bead sight dialed in. Accidentally winged the neighbor's mailbox. We might have to put in a new mailbox now, but I think it's zeroed enough to be on paper, so I'll go ahead and do my 4 round pattern. I got some Federal 180 grain here, so we'll see how this turns out. This thing doesn't quite sit very well at all in this lead sled, so results might not be the best.
Yeah, we're going to blame it on the lead sled.
Yeah, you always gotta have something to blame it on. Definitely not user error.
Eyes and ears.
Definitely eyes. Alright. I feel like I pulled it, but there's a lot of movement inside the sled.
Center of target, left.
I'm shooting the one to the
2
right.
squares and up 2 squares. What is that, an inch left to it? So you need, but you want to keep holding that position.
Yeah.
2 inches left, 2 inches up center. Like an inch left of that shot.
Oh boy.
Looks like you stacked that last one.
I hope so. Alright, we'll go up here and take a look at the target and see how that pattern turned out.
Okay, I'm behind the Mauser again. I'm going to be shooting 196 grain soft point this time, and I think I got a better position. Hopefully my grouping will be a little bit better at 50 yards. Here we go. There's not a lot of wind today either, so hot.
Way too hot.
All right, here we go.
Ears.
Every time.
Every time. Don't forget the ears.
I'd be deaf if it wasn't for you.
Mm-hmm.
table. 4 rounds. That metal butt plate ain't no joke.
Alright, so I was pretty happy with the group that I got with the Federal 180 grain, but just out of curiosity, I got some Federal 150 grain, exact same stuff, just different grain weight. See if it changes the accuracy any. So, get my earplugs in.
Yep. You got your eyewear on?
Oh yeah, I can see what I'm doing now. Another mailbox. Let's see.
Maybe it was full of bills, so he don't care.
That or he's late on getting a stimulus check. Might not be too happy about that.
He probably just blew the man's medicine up.
Oh, I hope not. Let's not talk about felonies by damaging mail. Alright. So, it seems like I've been having better luck shooting off this lead sled than what Manny's been doing with that Mauser. Could just be stock orientation, but we'll have to try with some more guns in the future to really get a good, accurate representation of how this lead sled functions.
Also, in the lead sled's defense, we're shooting uphill, so
Oh yeah,
we're kind of maxing the adjustments out.
Yeah. Alright. Need a heavier lead sled. That 36 still has a bit of a kick to it. This is a very uncomfortable shooting position. This is right in the collarbone. Alright. All clear. We're going to take a look and see how that group looks. But what do you think about the 8mm Mauser at 50 yards?
It shoots pretty good. I like it. It's an accurate rifle. Could have done a little bit better on the patterning, you know.
Well, because I know that one group you shot looked pretty good. The other one you hit it from me. Let me see what happened. Are you embarrassed of something?
No.
What
So
happened with your second group?
that fourth shot I shot, where the lead sled came off the back of the table, and I was trying to get reset up.
Oh yeah.
So I had two. Who was it?
Time for work.
So I had 2 here and 1 here,
Okay.
and then I had a fly.
Oh.
So
Well, I left a good size hole. You hit the post, didn't you?
yep.
Okay. Well, at least, I mean, still the 3 shots that are on there aren't too awful bad. They're about 1.5 inches diagonal from each other, 1 3/4. So I mean, still yet, if we're shooting that at 100 yards, what do you expect at iron sight?
Yeah, and that was with the soft point, 196 grain PPU.
Okay. How'd the
And,
full metal jackets work?
Not too bad. All 4 on paper this time.
Oh, sweet.
So
Alright, just over 2 inches then.
I don't know if you guys can see the holes there. So not too bad.
Alright.
Some more practice behind the rifle, and then just
More
figure out
adjustment on the lead sled.
yeah, and just get comfortable with what the best is going to work.
Yeah.
And maybe figure out a way we can shoot out here more level. But
Yeah, we're kind of in a pickle on that, depending on what directions we're shooting in. So,
yeah, we can't shoot left or right. I mean,
Yeah.
we've already done that once, and
winged the neighbor's mailbox. I know. I'm never going to live that one down. I think I missed one time, and well, you know, that happens.
how'd you do with the 30-06?
Well, Let's see, I shot the 180 grain first, and it actually didn't do too awful bad. I got a nice, oh, it's about ½ an inch, 3 shots, and then I got one flyer off to the side. You know, you'll have that. But I didn't seem to have that much of an issue with the lead sled, maybe because of the shape of my stock versus an 8mm Mauser stock. I'm not sure. But the 150 grain did surprisingly well. 180 grain did surprisingly well. When I went down to the 150 grain, the group seemed to kind of open up a little bit. Ended up getting more towards 2.5 inches, 2 inches, and grouping at 50 yards, which isn't the best, but for iron sight, we'll take it. I'm not going to complain that much over that sort of a group, but all in all, I think next time we need to come out with some scopes.
Yeah, we'll have to come out with some, I'm going to keep this one iron sight, but we got some other rifles we want to bring it to the channel. And
oh yeah, well I got a 7mm. It's got a nice little scope on it.
Okay.
And I think it's going to be pretty accurate at 100 yards.
Yeah.
What do you think we should put it up against?
Maybe.
Got any other old service rifles laying around?
I got a Mauser and a Swiss.
Okay, a Mauser and a Swiss. What's the Swiss chamber now?
It's 7.5 by 55.
Well, if we get any comments on this video, we'll see if what they'd like to see. You want to put a 7mm Mauser up against the Mauser? Put it up against a 7.5 Swiss?
Yeah. What kind of optics do you have on your?
Oh, it's just a cheap $40 Amazon 2x7.
Nice.
It's kind of hard to find scopes that'll fit things like Mausers whenever you got to get a scout style scope that sits way out in front of the chamber, and it can be a pain. But they can do with what we got.
Other than just bastardizing the rifle and drilling and tapping them, and
yeah, that's something I want.
I don't want to do that to my old mil surplus rifles.
Thought about it with this, but then I realized that the serial number is actually quite low. It's less than 60,000. So this one, there's been enough work done to the receiver. I don't want to really alter anything else. I almost had my hands on another 30-06. It was already drilled and tapped, but unfortunately, I just couldn't win that auction. So.
Okay.
But I guess that's enough shooting for one day.
Yeah.
And we'll get back to the drawing board and see what we can compare next time.
Yep. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and help us out.